Okay, so here are a few tips in setting up the Samsung E350 soundbar. I found that there weren't too many instructions when I got it, so I found it pretty tricky in setting up. So I'll just show you what I did to set it up with my TV input, which is UPC here, and also with my Apple TV. So hopefully you'll find it useful. Once you plug your soundbar in, you'll see by scanning through SAT source and the remote control there are various inputs. I think if you've ARC built into your TV, it's dead handy and you can just plug your soundbar directly into your TV via an HDMI cable and it plays whatever's coming out of your TV. So it seems to be the easiest thing. Unfortunately, my TV doesn't have ARC and you might have the same problem. So the other options are to go through auxiliary and also HDMI channels. And again, the instructions that come with the soundbar aren't great for these channels to set them up. So for setting up your TV provider with the soundbar, I have UPC and I use the auxiliary connection which comes with the Samsung package. So I plug in the red and white connector into the back of the UPC box. You can see them there, and in the other end then I plug this into the soundbar in through the very last connection, this one here. So you'll be able to play then your TV through the auxiliary connection on the soundbar. So connecting your Apple TV is a little trickier and they don't give you any instructions on this. But on the back of the soundbar, there's a HDMI in connection. So you plug a HDMI cable in there and then that links through to the HDMI input on your Apple TV. So effectively, like your Apple TV is plugged directly into the back of the soundbar via HDMI cable. Then the HDMI out is going into the back of your TV. I have a Samsung TV and that's the cable leading from the back of the soundbar into the back of my TV. So it's HDMI out with HDMI cable in through to the back of your TV. So just to recap, your external TV box is connected via the auxiliary connection and your Apple TV is connected via the HDMI connection. The Samsung package comes with the auxiliary connection, but you'll need two additional HDMI cables, one to link Apple TV to the soundbar and another to link the TV with the soundbar. So operating this on your remote control, there are two main controls, is SAT source and there's another one down the bottom here called TV source. So if you want to connect to your TV box, I go to TV source and I go all the way down here to external, and you'll see it comes on there. So that then connects with my TV source. And then on the SAT source, which controls the soundbar, I'll go to auxiliary. So you can see it there close in the soundbar, AUX auxiliary. So then with that, we're going to get sound from both the soundbar and from the TV. So to turn on your Apple TV, then you go to TV source down the bottom here and you connect to HDMI on your TV. And then you just need to grab your Apple remote control, which is somewhere over here. Here it is. So then you turn that on. And yes, you'll notice that doesn't come on. So even though I'd hit HDMI on the TV source, it still doesn't come on. And the reason for that is that you have to have HDMI on the soundbar as well because the Apple TV is connected to that. So yeah, it needs to be an HDMI on both SAT source and the TV source for the Apple TV to come on. So if I go down here and I choose HDMI, I'll just zoom in here so you can see it. So HDMI on the soundbar. That should now, hey presto, there's your Apple TV working through your soundbar. And you can turn up the volume then, because it only comes through the soundbar, it doesn't come through the TV, the sound. So then once everything's connected up on the remote control, you can control the volume there up and down. The nice feature of this is there's a thing called sound effects. So you can see it there, sound effect. And as you're watching, you can just flick through various sound effects like news, music, sport, cinema, and you know, it does enhance whatever you're looking at. So that's it. I hope that helps you setting up your Samsung soundbar. I find it really good. I find it particularly good for watching movies with the cinema effect on. Gives a nice bassy sound. So enjoy.